Hey everybody, it's your boy Joby Wan, your favorite Rap and Black series collector and hip hop Jedi. And today, what we have for you on the channel is we're going to take a look at two figures and a quick overview. The first one is going to be Master Soul from the Acolyte series, and the next one is going to be Darth Sidious. That's right, we finally got that figure in the line, and I got that figure in hand. So let's take a quick look at both of these today, and I appreciate you guys for joining me, hanging out, and always showing love. Be sure, if you're new around here, to drop a comment down below, hit the like and subscribe, man, and show plenty of love, as that helps keep us going, and it's really great for the channel, and it motivates us to bring you lots of new fun content. So yeah, anyways, again, here we go. Let's get into it. Okay, so first up we have Jedi Master Soul from the Acolyte series, and I have to say that, man, just right off the bat, I was so happy for this figure to finally come in. And full disclosure, this is one of my favorite new figures in the line. The likeness and everything, some of the features on there, and you can take a look here at the back of the box. Cool box art. And pretty generic write-up, I think, for the show. But like I said, it's a really great figure, and I'm liking this new packaging, man. I think I am. And here he is, still in the tray with his one accessory there, before we finally unbox. And I apologize, there are some little bit of camera issues along the way, but I hope you guys enjoy. Here is Jedi Master Soul out of the box. Looking fantastic. It's a very posable figure, very easy to get to stand up. I did notice I had some issues with all of these figures in terms of their ankles being a little bit loosey-goosey, but not bad, you know, not terrible. I've definitely dealt with worse from some other figures. But yeah, Soul stands up great. I'm able to get some really good poses. Here he is without his robe and cloak and stuff, and with his lightsaber there on his side. You can see it stores really well, and he poses in this was very easy to achieve, obviously. But this is a great one, man. If you haven't picked this figure up, I do highly recommend it. You can see there the lightsaber pegs in nicely, and while we're here, you see some of that finer detail on the belt, which I did a really good job, in my opinion. I mean, just with the finer details on this one. Here we are in another figure. It's reaching for his saber and getting ready to use the Force with his other hand, I guess. Just having a little fun, but yeah. Definitely one of my favorite new figures. Here we have him posed with his Padawan, Jeki Lon. And it's another one I'm really happy with. And here he is compared to Mace Windu. You can kind of see the size comparison, and obviously he's got a gauntlet and stuff. So I thought we'd take a look at that. It looks good. You can see the difference in the legs there with the pins. And here he is one more time. Kind of a classic Jedi pose. And this looks great, man. And I have a blast messing with this figure. It's one of, like I said, one of my new favorites in the line. I know not everybody's a big fan of Acolyte, but I am. I enjoyed the show, imperfections and all. But as an old school fan of Star Trek, we're just kind of used to that. And here's a few photos. Here's another one. And one more. Next up, Darth Sidious. And yeah, I was very stoked for this. Obviously, came up in the era of the prequels myself, so I'm a huge fan of this figure just coming out. I was super excited because obviously we have the Emperor Palpatine figure. It's been released a few times. But this is one we've needed in the line for a long time. And this year's been nice, getting a lot of prequels love outside of clones. So that's great. Here's a look at the back of the box. You can see the write-up there. A little bit more specific if you want to pause and take a look. Great box art there as well. And I'm a big fan of, I really am a big fan of these new boxes, man. I'm really liking them. And here he is in the tray before we fully unbox them, just so we can take a look here. And the accessories, the lightning hands, are actually in a little separate piece in the back. And here he is, and I couldn't wait. Had to put the lightning hand on right away and put that lightsaber in his hand. And obviously this looks great. And I just literally just popped it on, put his arm out. Didn't do too much posing there, but I think this looks great here. The combination of the soft goods with the molded kind of rubbery plastic hood, it's okay. I kind of wish they would have went more like how they did Darth Malgus's hood, but I don't know if that would have worked. But yeah. And here he is again now with how he was standard right out of the box. And again, you got the force gesture hand kind of on one hand, and then, you know, the lightsaber hand on the other. And then of course we get a nice Sidious lightsaber in the line, which is great. It's wonderful to have that. And yeah, like I said, the colors look good on this thing. You know, the robe looks fine. I'm kind of 50-50 on soft goods sometimes. Here is in a more like kind of action-y pose, which he poses really well. Underneath those robes is the Book of Boba Fett Luke Skywalker figure, so obviously very posable. But yeah, great reuse in my opinion. I know some people might not like that, but you know, it's gonna be wearing these robes all the time, so in my opinion, it's a great reuse. And one more time, gesture in there with his hand, like, well, actually. Oh man, but yeah, I'm a big fan of this figure. And again, I apologize for my camera was having trouble throughout this video, but you know, most of it looked pretty good. So here he is compared to Mace Windu. The Jedi have left me scarred. And there he is with his little green friend. Yeah, it's a great one. Maybe not so little green friend. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you for checking out this overview. Both of these figures are really great. This Darth Sidious is fantastic, man. I'm so happy to have it. And like I told you before, the Soul figure is one of my new favorites. So, guys, thank you again for joining us. Much love. May the Force be with you. On the way out, here's a few photos of Darth Sidious. And we'll see you next time on the Fan Force Alliance and right here on the Joby One channel. I'm out.